Hey everybody! Hi guys, it's JG here with Earth-5D University, back for another teaching where you are the light, the path, and the way forward, friends. So happy you're here today. Welcome. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Maybe you guys know me from my tarot channel. This is my teaching channel, and I'm so excited to talk today about what it means to put yourself first versus putting other people first, and sort of like glamorizing other people and putting yourself sort of last, which happens to us, okay? That happens. And I can speak from experience that so many times, whether you're female or male, but it's typically a female trait, divine feminine female trait, we put ourselves beneath other people. And you might say, well, I don't know, I take time to work and make money, and I take time to get my hair done. But when I'm talking about putting other people before you and other situations for you, isn't about like neglecting the things that are okay and acceptable for you to do in society, which are to get your hair done, to beautify yourself, right? If you're focusing on outside beauty, you good, right? It's always about presenting ourselves in the most beautiful way. It's about seeking attention, right? Let's face it, right? We are looking to look good in the world. Because when you look good in the world, there's a perceived value that you're better. But what I'm talking about isn't necessarily about beautifying yourself on the outside, right? I'm talking about your value, like your value in terms of your worth. Because when you don't value yourself and you put other people's value in front of yours, you are gonna lose. You're gonna lose parts of yourself. And what happens is parts of yourself over time, if you're like in your 20s or earlier, or your 30s, and you haven't experienced this yet, it could be that it just hasn't happened yet, right? Because it's over time. But if you neglect yourself over time, parts of yourself will die, right? Parts of yourself you'll lose those parts of yourself. It doesn't mean you can't get them back, right, guys? You can get those parts back. But what I'm talking about is claiming these parts of yourself, putting these parts first, and not just about beauty. I understand it's very important to look good because it's important to feel good about yourself. Only reason. One of the main reasons, right, is because you want to feel good about yourself. And when you get your nails done and your hair done, you feel better, right? And it makes you want to get out of bed and like go do Earth, right? Go be a part of this place, Earth. But what I'm talking about is about putting these parts of yourself first that are inside of you, like your feelings, like your emotions, like what you believe and what you focus on and what you think about. How often do you put that first? We're talking about the divine feminine and what it means to reclaim the divine feminine. It's very, I think, elusive in these times because there's so much sort of like women's liberation movements, whereas it's good for a female to be like a man. It's good for a female to be competitive and to like go get it and take over corporate America and go kill it, go slay it, right? And like those are aspects of being a person, right? But what I'm talking about is this sort of like the female drive to be heard and seen at the inside level. So I'm talking about your intuition. I'm talking about how you actually feel. How many times do you put yourself underneath other people's feelings? How many times do you put your kids, if you're a mother, how many times do you put your kids' feelings above your own? How many times do you put your partner's feelings above your own because you want to be accepted by this partner? How many times do you put your boss's feelings above your own? If you don't honor these parts of yourself, you will lose them. And when you lose them, it's what makes you sick, right, guys? It makes you sick. It makes you lose hope in who you are and why you are here. It is the individual aspects of you, of the feminine that you are, that goes well beyond beauty on the external level. It's about knowing how you feel, right? It's about knowing what you believe in, and it's about knowing what you focus on. I see all too often women trying to do this and put other people's beliefs in front of theirs. How often do you put your belief systems beneath someone else's? So this is what I'm talking about claiming today. It's claiming your feelings. If you're tired, how often do you just let yourself take a nap? If you're exhausted emotionally, how often do you just let yourself cry? I had like a real tumultuous, I've had quite a bit of tumultuous things happen to me in my lifetime, right? All kinds of stuff. And because I am living and breathing what it means to be fully human. And so when I go through a really troubling time, like I'll just step up and do it. And then I'll realize, oh my God, I'm so emotionally depleted. I'm like, I'm exhausted. And then I have to tell my kids like, oh my God, I'm exhausted. I need to lay down. And it can get backed up. And when it gets backed up, I've seen women like get vertigo, or they get dizzy. They might lose their energy. And it's because there's a blockage of emotions. And so we have to feel. And your feelings matter. They're at the top of the list. The way you believe about life, it needs to be up there. It needs to be at the top, because this whole glamorizing Hollywood and glamorizing partners, glamorizing others outside of yourself limits how much we hear ourselves, limits how much we value how we feel and think about the universe. And as we know from manifestation, right, how you feel is a great indicator, even though it changes, right? How you feel changes, like the weather, right? Clouds across the sky, the weather's sunny, suddenly it's not sunny. Your feelings will change, but they're a really important marker for your mental health. It matters how you feel. It matters how you see the world. It matters what you value. All of those things are what make you, you. So many times women are focused on the outside beauty, right? And then they're like a dime a dozen. It's like every hot girl out there, they a lot of them look the same. And they're like a commodity, right? It's just like a cheeseburger, right? It's a yummy cheeseburger, but like there's McDonald's, there's Bennigan's, right? No, I'm dating myself. There's Wendy's, right? It's like, they're all equally yummy, right? But it's like, what makes you different? And so that's holding on to the inside stuff, holding on to how you feel and what you believe in. Those are the things we're talking about putting first. What you believe in, what you feel, what you think about. How often during your day do you put that first? Are you worried about what your kid needs? Oh, my kid needs X, Y, and Z right now. I'm going to put what they need above me. Or I'd really like a partner. I'm going to put out into the world. Let's say you're single. I want a partner. I'm going to put out into the world my most attractive physical being, right? What about your inside being? What about how you feel about yourself? What about how you feel about life? What about your vitality? What about your energy levels? So it will catch up. It does catch up. It catches up in your emotional stability. If you keep too much inside and repressed, it'll get backed up. And it'll get overly charged, and it'll be hard for you to keep that equilibrium, right, in the world. So how you feel, how you think, what you believe, are you prioritizing those things? Those are the aspects of self to make a priority. Is your physical appearance important? Of course, because it's how you express yourself in the world. So my guys, my challenge for you in 2024 is to just try, friends. Try to put your thoughts and your feelings first. When you're tired, sleep. When you're angry, talk about it. When you're sad, tell somebody. When you believe something that's different than other people think, voice it. We need you to be the most authentic you in 2024. That is how we will change the world. each one of you, by being your authentic self. This isn't like the pass card to be like, I feel this way all the time and this is the way it's going to be. No, but by not honoring how you think and feel, you parts of yourself you will lose. And it's not worth it to lose you. It's not worth it to use those valuable, it's not worth it to lose those valuable parts of yourself that we need. Okay? So much love and light, guys. I hope you have a beautiful new year. If you're looking for coaching, please feel free to look me up. I'll put my website here, and so much love and light, friends. Take care.